um, you could say that you are epistemically neutral as to whether that person is there or not. Like Schrodinger's cat bullshit, right?
You can say that you're epistemically neutral. Epistemic, like, where the are they finding these words?
The world of political streaming on YouTube and Twitch never ceases to disappoint with the entertainment it brings. You know, a lot of people say stuff like, I don't like politics. Politics is gay and boring. It's like, yeah, we get it, dude. You're so original. You have such a complex brain, dude. Really? You think politics is too complicated and too boring? Wow, dude, you're just so enlightened. Holy shit, dude. You're so above it all, man. You're against politics? Whew. Somebody give this guy a medal. He is clearly on just a whole other playing field, okay? Fuck you, okay? Politics is fun, all right? And I'm gonna explain why. It doesn't have anything to do with actual politics. It doesn't have anything to do with, you know, complex discussions about political theory and policy. Now, fuck that shit, dude. It's about the drama, okay? Only in the world of political entertainment and streaming do you get the author of Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling herself, fighting against Vosh. I mean, there's two levels of surprise here. First of all, J.K. Rowling is targeting Vosh. What the fuck? Like, what timeline are we in? But also, Vosh is shitting on women. Wait, wait, what? Hold on, slow down here. All right, so this whole controversy starts. I'm gonna do this like a Twitter versus Boblax video. I'm gonna be like,
okay guys, so the first tweet we have here is from Vosh. Vosh says...
No, I'm not gonna do that fucking voice. Fuck that shit. So Vosh tweeted and he said, all J.K. Rowling had to do was shut the fuck up and she could have been almost uncritically beloved for like a century. Women be quieter and start apologizing challenge. Now, first of all, Vosh engaging in some good old misogyny brings joy to my eyes because it proves that everybody, every man at the end of the day, even women, but especially men, enjoy misogyny, all right? Everybody wants to deny it. Everybody wants to act like they're above it, just like with politics. Nah, dude. At the end of the day, everybody loves to bully. Everybody loves to be mean. And this is just proof of that. That Vosh, somebody that considers themselves a feminist, would get tired of women's shit. We've all been there, buddy. Now you might be wondering, why the fuck does Vosh have an issue with J.K. Rowling? J.K. Rowling is well known for being just, you know, a liberal, a feminist, you know, somebody that has politics that, you know, on first glance, you would think Vosh more aligns with, right? I mean, for fuck's sake, this is the same woman that's changing her characters to be gay just for, you know, social credit points, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it seems like Vosh and J.K. Rowling at first glance would tend to get along more. However, the reason why Vosh doesn't like J.K. Rowling is because J.K. Rowling is supposedly transphobic, all right? Now, I don't like to use words like that, so I don't, you know, I'm not going to say for a fact, but basically, J.K. Rowling has gone on against trans people before. If sex isn't real, there's no same-sex attraction. If sex isn't real, the lived reality of women globally is erased. I know and love trans people, but erasing the concept of sex removes the ability of many to meaningfully discuss their lives. It isn't hate to speak the truth. J.K. Rowling then goes on to say, I respect every trans person's right to live any way that feels authentic and comfortable to them. I'd march with you if you were discriminated against on the basis of being trans. But at the same time, my life has been shaped by being female. I do not believe it's hateful to say so. J.K. Rowling is what many describe as a TERF, which is a term online that stands for trans exclusionary radical feminist. Basically, a TERF is somebody that is a feminist and typically more liberal leaning and, you know, progressive and, you know, a social justice warrior type, but they don't agree with transgenderism as a concept. They think that there is a difference between the two sexes and gender and sex are the same thing and stuff like that. You know, basically, they're everything except for the trans stuff. They don't agree with it, which obviously Vosh disagrees with J.K. Rowling on. So after completely shitting all over women, J.K. Rowling sees the prime, the perfect opportunity to strike where the iron's hot. J.K. Rowling writes, what you and your ilk fail to appreciate is how tediously familiar I find your tactics. I had a violent ex-husband who used to tell me life would be great if only I'd comply, but you're making the same mistake he did. Women like me can't be bullied out of resistance. If you have no idea what she's talking about, basically, it's a common idea for people who are TERFs to say that People who are very pro-trans are doing it to replace women. They want to replace women with trans people, which of course TERFs don't, think are women, right? They don't want people that they deem not women to replace them or to be seen as people of higher importance to them. So J.K. Rowling's whole narrative here is that Vosh is going after women by being pro-trans, right? And to be fair to J.K. Rowling, she picked the perfect tweet to make this point, right? Because what is Vosh doing here? He's being misogynistic. He's shitting on women. So if J.K. Rowling is trying to sell this narrative, she picked the perfect opportunity to do so. This is where Vosh failed, right? Because Vosh is making a fucking misogynistic joke, which obviously I don't care if he's making a misogynistic joke, right? But the point is he's making a joke shitting on women, right? J.K. Rowling's whole argument is that people who are vehemently pro-trans shit on women, so she's providing the proof there to justify her worldview. If you think about it, a lot of people are saying, holy shit, I can't believe J.K. Rowling went after Vosh. This is insane. This is such a huge story. But if you really look at it, it makes sense why she did it. She saw a prime opportunity to make her case, to make her point by showing Vosh being misogynistic. This is why the world of politics is so fun, right? Because when you realize why these people hold their ideologies and why these people believe in the things that they do, it makes what they do 10 times funnier, right? So how does Vosh respond to this devastating blow? Now all of Harry Potter Twitter and book Twitter and, 14 million people that follow J.K. Rowling, now they all think that he's a misogynistic piece of shit asshole who hates women. What is he gonna do? Vosh writes, listen, Joanne, you don't get to play the victim card when you're the advocate for taking away women's rights here. Trans women are raped and killed in men's facilities, and you want to keep them there because of your trauma? Quit making your feelings other people's oppression. Whoo, dude, now it gets fucking spicy, right? Because obviously Vosh is making strong appeals to emotion here, talking about, trans women getting abused and turning it, twisting the knife back against J.K. Rowling, saying, actually, you're the less morally righteous person here, not me, which, makes sense, right? And to be fair, he has somewhat of a point, right? Because J.K. Rowling's bringing her ex-husband who, was, quote, violent and abusive, comparing Vosh to him, which is pretty, that's pretty fucking spicy right there, right? So, obviously, it's just a battle of, it's the oppression Olympics, right? I don't like to use these terms, but, it really is the case of like both of these people are arguing, it's the battle of the minorities, basically. Not saying that Vosh is a minority, but I'm saying, it's women versus trans people, right? Who wins? Who's gonna win in the intellectual battle place over here, right? It's fucking great. But it gets even better, right? Because after J.K. Rowling makes this tweet, she retweets somebody saying, trans people aren't a monolith and plenty of us do not define our rights by forcing others to validate fiction like gender identity. My rights are not women's rights. I do not want my rights to erode theirs. But this is where it gets interesting, right? Shouldn't you be busy advocating the decriminalization of child porn? Holy shit. J.K. Rowling just retweeted somebody basically calling Vosh a fucking pedo. This is the timeline that we're in. This is March 9th, 2022. This is the timeline that we're at right now. And obviously, blue checkmark journalists wasted absolutely no time to pull up all the clips, all the terrible clips that we've seen of Vosh, some of them are clip chimped, obviously, defending child porn, basically.
Should consuming child porn be legal? I think that would be, yes, more legal and more ethically consistent. Yes, 100%.
Now, look, I've already made a video going over probably the most damning Vosh, defending CP clip. And to be fair to Vosh, he does get clips out of context quite a lot, all right? I'm not the craziest fan of Vosh, obviously. You guys know my politics, okay? I shouldn't have to say that, right? That being said, I'll always defend somebody who I feel is getting clipped out of context. There's some pretty fucking bad clips of Vosh, but a lot of the clips that people use are way more explainable and very obviously cut out of context than other clips, right? I would say the worst clip of Vosh would be this one, for instance.
Still don't care. I still think that, zoophile porn, drawn stuff, it should be 100% legal. In fact, and this is going to be a real hot take, I have yet to hear a convincing moral or legal argument as to why possession of child pornography should be illegal. actual child pornography. How's that?
But if you're interested in me going over probably one of the more worst clips of Vosh and explaining the logic, I made a video. You can go check it out. It's a very good video. You should go watch it because I thought it was personally just kind of interesting, right? The point is, blue check marks are busy fucking wrecking Vosh's ass. You know, we got fucking Newsweek doing articles and this shit. I think Reuters covered this as well. J.K. Rowling and YouTuber Vosh spar over International Women's Day tweet. Wait, hold on now. This was made on internet. Wait, March 8th. When is International Women's Day? Oh no, bruh. Yo. Well, I guess that's why you made the tweet then. There we go. Oh my god, this just gets better and better. And you know, J.K. Rowling's like, people are looking through her publicly liked tweets and seeing that she's liking the clips. You know, that 6-second clip we just watched that sounds fucking horrible for Vosh. J.K. Rowling is liking this clip. She's literally, imagine from her perspective, for instance, right? There's two ways to look at this, right? Imagine from J.K. Rowling's perspective, you know, she's got this, you know, random Twitter account with like 100,000 followers calling, you know, telling women to shut the fuck up. Right? And so she thinks, oh, it's just some misogynistic right-wing fascist troll or something. You know, I'm just gonna own them real quick on Twitter. Then she finds out that they're actually like a well-known leftist and socialist streamer. But then she finds out that they have all these fucking terrible clips that exist of them where it sounds like they're advocating for fucking, you know, child porn and shit like that, right? Could you imagine what must be going through her head right now thinking about like, holy shit, dude, who the fuck is this guy? What did I just stumble into? What deep rabbit hole did I just fall into? You know? Like, holy shit, dude. But then also imagine it from the audience's perspective. Let's say you're some kid that read Harry Potter when you were 13. You follow J.K. Rowling on Twitter. Then you see all of this, like, Twitter drama play out. And you're sitting here, you have no idea who Vosh is, and you're like, what the fuck? Who is this guy? How does he have so many followers and he advocates for child porn? Holy shit. One thing that was funny, though, was that not only were they posting old clips of Vosh, you know, the CP clips that we've all seen and stuff before, right? But they were going through Destiny's Discord server, right? And they found, and by the way, I'm actually in Destiny's Discord server right now. I just joined to verify that these are real. That's Vosh's actual account. You can go to his, you know, Discord server and see that's his fucking account. And they were pulling up these fucking old conversations from like 2018. Vosh. Do you guys ever wonder if anyone here has ever fucked a minor while being an adult? Deleted user. No. No. I try not to think about that. Come on, guys, fess up. Who's done it? Confess. Someone says, look at my life, then look at yours. Get some ambition while you're bored. Lordamar has definitely fucked a 15-year-old in recent years. Jesus Christ. Holy shit, what is this? I mean, I fucked a 15-year-old when I was 15. Likewise. But Lordamar was definitely 19 at the time. What's even the point of existing if you can't blast your nut inside children? Lordamar 2017. Someone says, at Vosh, I fucked an adult as a minor. Unironically hot! Yeah, buddy? That's hot to you? Yeah? I totally could have sexually satisfied an adult when I was 15. I was all up in that kinky shit back then. Weak pussy eating game though, to be honest. Well, at least he's being honest. It's true. Chad way of doing clit stem is furiously smacking your wet penis against their pussy. Okay, all right. You know what? I think I've had enough. I think that's gonna about do it for this video today. All right. I don't know if I can take much more of this shit. Okay. Look, I'm not trying to fucking cancel Vosh over here. All right.
Demure fucking little girl, and all the big boys are gonna run in.
Whoa! What do we got? Pause on there. Wait, I need some context on that one.
Confidence. Okay. No one, insecurity is not attractive. You can get away with it if you're like some cute, demure fucking little girl, and all the big boys are gonna run in and be like, ooh, no.
Whoa! Why? I don't like this. I feel like I'm getting violated listening to this. I'm just having a little fun on the internet, okay? We're just having a little bit of fun here. Look, I'll say this, all right? There's a lot of bad clips out there of Vosh. There's a lot of clips that, there's so many clips of Vosh that exist to the point where if you genuinely are like concerned about him or think that he might be someone a little bit more devious than he claims to be, I'm not necessarily going to fault you for coming to that conclusion. I'm just big on defending people when I think they've been taken out of context. And with Vosh, I think a lot of people definitely do take him out of context a lot. That being said, there's also a lot of bad clips of him that exist where I sort of understand the argument that he's trying to make. at least in some clips, but either the argument is completely retarded or I think that there's no possible way he couldn't have seen what it looked like he was arguing for. And because of that, it's kind of difficult for me to feel sorry for him. You know, it's kind of difficult for me to feel sorry for him. And people are like, you know, thinking that he's some like monster and he's willingly, you know, producing clips out there, or at least he did produce clips out there that make him look like something that he's obviously not. At some point, you are responsible for your messaging. And that's something that even, and especially Vaush, probably agrees with. Until then, folks, my name's AllGearFC. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everyone. Peace out.